Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jugs, and this is more Gears of War 3 beta footage for you guys because I love making these videos. I'm playing the hell out of this game right now, and I'm enjoying playing this game to the utmost. So, enough about that. Let's talk about the gameplay. I'm playing TDM on Trashball, which is if you guys know anything about the previous Gears game, this is the sport that Cole plays, or Cole Trainer, Augustus Cole. This is a sport that he plays before he volunteered to join to fight for the COG. I don't remember if he got volunteered or he got drafted. I think he volunteered, but yeah. So that's interesting. It's interesting to see, you know, where Cole played where he got his thing on. So I'm dressed up as Cole. I'm dressed in his football or his Trashball gear rather, and it's pretty appropriate. But you know, there's three things that I do right. I go 15-1, as I mentioned in my previous commentary in this game. But there are three reasons that I go 15-1, and those reasons are: I don't rely on my teammates. I assume that none of them are gonna have my back, which is pretty safe to assume. Just from taking into account the last game before this one, they just totally let me get butt fucked while this guy ran through the middle of our spawn and just retro lanced me. He fucking held B from like, I don't know, 50 yards or 30 yards off or something like that, and he still got to me. And that was just like a big flag, like, okay, don't trust these motherfuckers. So I did that. In doing that, I played defensively, or as defensively as you can in Gears, which isn't really that defensively at all. But what I'm saying is that I played smarter and I stuck away from the thick of the action. I didn't run and spawn like a dumbass and get myself killed. So I was really just making sure that I controlled the engagements as much as possible. I wanted it to be a one-on-one, and you guys will see that I'll do the second thing. The second reason that I was successful in this game was that I controlled the power weapon, or at least there are two power weapons in this map. There's one in the middle of the map, which will either be a digger launcher or it will be a torque bow, and it alternates from round to round. So in the first round you'll get a digger launcher, in the second round you get a torque bow, and I'm not sure what happens in the third round. I'm not sure if it's just random or if it alternates again back to the digger launcher, or it stays the same. I don't really know, guys, so you're gonna have to find that out on your own. This game doesn't go up to the third round, so next time I play it, I'll take that into account, and maybe I'll let you guys know or whatever. But the other power weapon spawns in the bleachers, which is you get to the bleachers by going through the concession, and there are so that power weapon will either be a mulcher, which is this heavy machine gun, and either that or it'll be the mortars. And both of those weapons are like heavy power weapons, which dramatically reduce your mobility, but what you sacrifice what you lack in mobility, you compensate for with a high amount of power, with a high amount of lethality with your power weapon, because the mortars are fucking deadly if you know how to place them, and the heavy MG, just, you know, you can actually take cover with both of these, or with the heavy MG at least, I know for sure, you can take cover with that and then ADS out of the cover, and you'll put it on top of the cover and use it as a turret, and you can be super accurate with it. You can put so much damage into somebody. You can drop them from a ways off. It's I don't even know if there is drop off range on it, but if there is, it's really it drops off to still a really high damage output. And yeah, so those are the two power weapon spawns, and like I said, I control the power weapon spawns. And the third and vital thing is, I mentioned in the previous commentary, I think I did anyways, I stayed in the middle of the map, because I mentioned in the previous commentary, I should have mentioned in the previous commentary, that the spawns are really wonky, and so they can spawn either side from you, and there's only two places they can spawn, and that's the two starting spawns. At least what I've noticed so far in the Gears beta maps that they've released. Maybe it's just how everything was traditionally with all the Gears, but I don't really remember. But talking about all in facts and observations, and from what I've observed, they only spawn in two places. So you don't want to be near the spawn points, because you never know when it's gonna flip, and you want to be in the middle of the map because you can control the engagements. They have to react to you because you're letting them come to you, you're letting the action come to you, and you're prepared for them and they're not. So, you know, that's the best way to stay alive as well as get the most kills. And that's even more, that idea of staying in the middle, it's not always going to be viable. Like before the scoreboard drops on this map, these maps, some of these maps are really interactive in that You know, it's like the Call of Duty maps like Launch, where the rocket takes off and kills people there, but it's nowhere near as annoying. You could argue that Trench is a little bit annoying because it just fogs the whole map, but for this map it's not that bad because the scoreboard will drop. What it'll do, you can actually kill somebody with the scoreboard that drops. But the main thing, the big change that it makes, is that it changes the entire dynamic of the map, in that it gives you the center cover where what used to be no land, there's now this gigantic scoreboard where you can actually take cover and get close to the enemy. And that's really what you want to do if you feel like you can outgun somebody or the other team if they're playing really defensively. You want to be able to get up in their grill, and dropping that scoreboard is exactly how you do that. But take note that when you do drop that scoreboard, it also blocks off the middle power weapon, so you're not going to have access to the digger launcher or the torque bow. So that's just something to take into account. Oops, one other thing. If you want to get into the enemy spawn, or if you want to get close to the enemy without the scoreboard being dropped, if it's early on in the match, there are two ways to get to the enemy spawn. There's one route, which is the sewer. Well, we call it the sewer because there's like muddy water in there, and that'll either take you directly into the middle of the map or directly into the, you know, the other side of the map where your enemy's spawning, hopefully. And that side is parallel. It's completely parallel to the concessions, which doesn't give you that access to the middle of the map. Like, you can't get to the scoreboard from there, but you can actually get a good vantage point with a heavy weapon, with a heavy power weapon, and it gives you a good vantage point into the middle of the map from the bleachers point of view, as well as gives you a route to the other side of the map if you just go all the way around. And so that's all I really have to say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys did, and let me know if you guys didn't, and what I can do to improve this for you guys. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. This has been Jugs.